The date is on it. It's the year 2000 to 2003. I went camping for 3 years. You can see here I have some little tiny stubby beers, a little French lager from France. And whenever I went camping, I'm sure you've done the same. You make a little refrigerator in the lake. You make a little port. That's the beer port, and you can keep your beer cool in there. And you can see here I'm camping. Here I'm sitting on a little chair and I'm eating some beans there. And that guitar that you see there is the actual guitar that I have here. I have the pleasure of speaking with.
Oh, hi, bass guy. This is your friend Jason. How are you?
Jason, man, how you doing? So good to hear from you.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Wow, nice shirt. You're full of love and support today, Jason. I can feel it.
I'm bubbling over.
You're bubbling over. You did the radio station. You're on the Bass Guy show. How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm cooking right now, and I've got some chicken breasts that are rocking and rolling, and I've got some rice and broccoli in the rice cooker, and I think that's about it. But I'm cooking dinner, and I've got you. Here's you on this laptop here, and I'm watching you and making dinner.
Oh, that's amazing. So good to see you, Jay. I miss you.
I miss you too, bass guy. I'm not camping. I tried to. I don't own a tent. So I don't have any sort of like camping. But I did go camping once.
You've been camping once. How old are you, Jason? 20-something?
20-something, and I've been camping once. And it was sort of a disaster, but it was a lot of fun.
Can you tell us about the camping experience?
Oh, I'll tell you about the camping experience. We went it was in Andalusia, Alabama, a place called Andalusia. And it was a friend of ours, and he decided that we were going to go hiking and camping. So we did, but we got lost. And a few minutes into the camping trip, I'm talking 5 minutes into the camping trip, we were excited, we were bubbling over, we were ready to camp and do the things and have a good time. And the rattlesnake, huge rattlesnake, like right there in front of us, huge rattlesnake. And Amanda's terrified of snakes. Mo is terrified of snakes. So that it was like a bad omen. And then we got lost in the woods, and we couldn't find our way to where we were supposed to go. It was supposed to be, I think, a 3-mile hike. We started at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we finally luckily stumbled upon the campground right as the sun was setting. So we didn't even build a fire or anything. We had blisters all over our feet. We were sweating. It was hot, and we ate beanie weenies.
Beanie weenies.
And went to bed.
Well, that's amazing because it makes me think of the saying that no one ever says, "Remember the time we did nothing." So because it happened, you can talk about it and you have all the details, and it might have gone cattywampus, as you Mobilians say, but because it went cattywampus, it's etched in your memory forever.
That's absolutely true. It was a blast, though. We had a lot of fun, but that was, I'm told that I went camping as a child, but I don't remember this.
Can you camp in Alabama? Is there not there's obviously rattlesnakes, there must be bears, and there must be crazy people with sawed-off shotguns and whatnot?
There's all those things, but there are also plenty of safe places in which to camp upon and near. So if you want to go camping, it's a good place to. You can definitely do that. But there's only a few months that I would recommend camping because the rest of the time it's too hot, and you will melt into a puddle, and the bubblezoids will take over.
The bubblezoids from the Rafa and the Gnome.
You know what I'm talking about.
The great Dr. Nair Mumstead has been making his presence again in my life, and I feel enriched and grateful for it now.
Yeah, me too. Whenever he was on the show the other day, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like a hole had been filled in my soul, in the gut area.
Well,
I didn't even know there was a hole there.
he
And
doesn't
then
he doesn't
as soon-
stop. You know, he made the shaka and all that, but now he has a whole new philosophy about the blob and the loaf.
I heard about the loaf. Yeah, and I think I don't. There may be some sort of conspiracy with it because in the middle of all that conversation, the phone cut out.
Yeah,
Or the internet cut
The
out.
internet went out for 12 hours. I mean, there must have been something going on.
I mean,
Strange things. So, also in Jason News in Mobile, Alabama, can you tell us about the radio station thing?
oh, sure, yeah. Today was a very special day. When I was in college, I had an idea. I went and visited my friend in Georgia, and their college had a radio station, and he took and toured me around, and I thought it was really cool. So I came back to my college. I'd never thought about it before. And I said, hey, do we have one of those? And the answer was no. And so I went and talked to the head of the department, and I said, hey, how come we don't have a radio station? And he says, because no one's made one yet. So I said, can I make one? And he said, yeah. So we went, and it was all online, and we were broadcasting out of an old room closet to our mothers, basically. Nobody would listen, but we still had fun. And I graduated, and then now years later, somehow or another, they got licenses from whoever owns the air, the government, those people. So now they're broadcasting, real radio things. And they invited me today to go to the ceremony, and it was fantastic. I had a great time.
Oh, good for
really
you.
good day.
You planted some, as Dr. Nair Mumstead would say, those are harvest seeds. You planted some seeds, and now people are reaping off the morsels that you sow.
Ooh, morsels. I like that. Yeah, anything to create some more morsels.
We have a big day here in our town tomorrow. There's going to be 10,000 people coming into our little city tomorrow of St. Anne's.
I heard there's some sort of band playing, and parking is expressly prohibited.
That's right. There's the band Offenbach is playing, which is a very famous Canadian band, and they're going to be performing their album from the late 70s. And it's Environmental Day, and they're going to have all these different stalls and bands and markets. And I usually stay away from big crowds, but I think tomorrow it's such a big event, I'll have to show face and sneak in.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, being the president of Canada, I think it would behoove you to make an appearance.
People on the wall are saying, that's awesome, Sock Cop, cool, so cool, Jason, so freaking cool, so super duper freaking cool. They love your stories, Jason.
Oh, good. I'm glad, because that's all I got.
And happy Harvest Moon to you, Jason and Mo.
Happy Harvest Moon. Let me see. I'm going to move the chicken off of the gimmick for a second. We'll go outside.
Are you landscape right now, or are you straight emo bobber?
I'm VHS mode.
VHS mode, okay. I can't stop watching Weird Paul. It's one of the most amazing sights ever.
Weird Paul is a fantastically talented man. I'm going to see if we can see the harvest moon here in Alabama. There it is. How do I make this thing flip? Help me, bass guy. You're the technical guy.
Looks like the Blair Witch Project. Careful, you don't hang up.
Oh, there it is.
Is that the moon? Are you kidding? Look at the size of that sucker.
Look how huge. That's much larger than it normally is.
That is huge. So wait a minute, I'm actually ahead of you, aren't I? Because our moon just went up an hour ago.
Yeah, you're an hour ahead of me.
Aha, that makes perfect sense now. The time, the math, the Einstein, it's all starting to come together now.
All the bubble goys and the loafing.
Wow, look at that moon. That is gorgeous, eh?
Look at that. It's the same moon, bass guy.
It's the same
you
moon.
You and I and all of the bass gang and everyone we're all under the same moon right now.
We are. I'm going to play Harvest Moon. Matt just popped into the DM. Matt doesn't talk too much on the DM. You know Matt from Washington?
I know Matt.
Yeah, he just popped in and said, I don't want to get sentimental or anything, but I specifically remember a bass guy playing Harvest Moon by Neil Young this time last year.
I Can't wait. When is that? When is that coming? I want to be sure to set my BCR. That's my brain recorder.
Okay, I'm going to do it now, right after the Action World News that we're about to do.
All right. Well, Base Guy, I'll let you get back to it.
Okay, and say
It was
hi
a
to Sock
pleasure.
Cop for us, okay? We love you, Jason.
I will. Sock Up will be back very soon. And I love you, Base Guy. I love everybody. Smooches for yous. Mwah. Have yous a good day.
Take care. Thanks for calling in. Look at that food. That's incredible. That's a shaka morsel. Receive the morsels.
Leave the morsel.